In many proven case studies, the outcome of raising a kid is significantly influenced by the environment, the people that they interact with, the resource that they're provided with, and so on. What about the upbringing of players junior? Hello, this is KJ. I'm the father of Tim Lim, who is one of the state-level badminton players in Malaysia. Coming back to the question earlier, I call them the ecosystem of a badminton player. We don't know how Lee Chong Wei's nor Lin Tan's ecosystem are, but I will share with you how Tim's ecosystem is like, supporting his badminton journey today. Objective of this sharing is so that players will realize that what are the possible areas that they have overlooked, and to make it up quickly, I want to pull up a disclaimer here that this is not meant to boast or to show off what we have in the ecosystem. It is meant to share. As the more we share, the more we gain. Let's get right into it. There are 6 main sections to make up the overall players' ecosystems. And of course, none of it is more important than the other, and especially the last section that I would want to share, which is one of the most critical pillars. Stay tuned until the latest part of the video. Section number 1 is actually the attached badminton organization. It could be a national setup, or a district, or even a state setup. It could also be a badminton club or a training house, depending on the player's level and the objective of the player is trying to achieve at that particular moment. In Tim's case, he is now part of the Putrajaya state team in Malaysia. The state team is the bridge allowing the state team to play in Malaysia Junior Elite Tour, in short, JET, J-E-T, which is the highest level of badminton competition for players between 11 to the 16-year-old in Malaysia. At the same time, Tim is also attached to Vira Tangki's Putrajaya Badminton Club. The club offers valuable badminton lessons. They are also organizing outstation and overseas badminton tournaments so that the members will have opportunity to experience them. The Thailand Bantong Yacht trip that we made late last year is organized by the club. The second category is the training support. This is where you will need to find all the relevant training and experienced coaches to support the training aspect. In Tim's case, we decided to have multiple engagement for various reasons. The very first role is actually a single group training coach. The role of the group training will be mainly to oversee your progress during the group training. Easily 60% of Tim's time is spent in group training, and this is probably one of the most important roles as he is spending most of the training time with the group. The second role in the training support group is the single one-to-one skill coach. Tim usually spends 1 to 2 hours a week with the single one-to-one coach to fine-tune his skill. This is something that you normally don't get in the group training. The one-to-one sessions will focus to improve your weak area and to also to further strengthen your strong points. If you're keen to learn how to choose a badminton coach, feel free to watch the video, which the link is now shown at the top right corner. The third role in the training support is the double coach in these sessions. The idea is to only focus on the double training but nothing else, ranging from serve, smashing, positioning, defense, readiness, to sparring with selected players. The double coach will arrange the program for the double badminton training. The fourth role in training support is the gym coach. In the gym sessions, the coach will monitor Tim's condition and assign various exercises for him depending on what the need is. If it is during off-tournament season, gym coach will actually go heavy to train various parts of the player's body. If it is during the tournament season, it will be light and doing only conditioning exercise. Do not overlook on the gym engagement, as it is the key training to improve a player's capability to execute speed and power game. A player will learn their skill in the court but can only gain more power, or in other words capability, in gym. Also, another word of caution is to leave this part of the training to the professional. Do not take it lightly that going into a gym room without any instructor will get the job done, because it will not. The third category is the technical support, which is the most overlooked category by many players and parents. The first role in the technical support is physiotherapist. Team will usually visit the physiotherapist for an assessment plus a sports massage session on a weekly basis. The objective is to get support to relax the tightening muscles due to the training. This is a critical engagement as many players overlook. I will be making a separate video just to share more on this aspect. The second role in the technical support area is the sports psychologist. On average, team talk to the sports psychologist every 2 to 3 weeks. Main idea is to check in on his condition and get support on the mental challenges before, during, and after the game. This is another engagement that many players will overlook or to take it lightly. If I could do it again for team, I would engage the sports psychologist much earlier than what we have done. The third role in the technical support is a nutritionist. We engage with our nutritionist every 2 months. The nutritionist will usually measure his body and produce a report. Through the data points, we will evaluate how is his food intake versus the training load. Is team's BMI meeting the requirement? Do we need to tweak his meal, sports drink, or protein amount? All this will be discussed and steps will be taken to make adjustment accordingly. Athlete is depending on his or her body to deliver the result. Food and other intakes will decide how a player's body grows. Parent knowledge is never good enough to produce a high-level athlete. Please invest into this area if you are serious about the player's achievement. Share with me if you disagree or agree on the points I have made above in the comment section below. I will at least read and try my very best to respond to all comments when possible. The fourth category is the general support category. First role in the category is a badminton shop owner. This is especially critical when you need to restring your racket urgently before a tournament. Have you ever come across a scenario where most of your racket strings broken right before a tournament? Having a close contact as such will be handy when you really need it. The second role in the general support category is the school teacher. This is with the assumption that the player is still schooling. Having a close contact with a school teacher is critical because one will understand what a player is going through and be rational when the players request for absence to school for tournaments or other important activities. The third role in the general support category are the player's parent. These are where we will be able to find companies when we're traveling outstation together and abroad. If you do not have such a networking, you will always be a lone ranger and difficult to go far alone. Not just that, players' parents are also super informative and most of the time knowledgeable. A lot of my learnings are from the mingling sessions with the parents. So what are you waiting for? Please start making friends, not just gathering information but also to share what you know too. Because the more you share, the more you get. The fifth category is the growth support. The very first name I call out is the family of the players. If the family is not supportive of the player will simply not go far. The support that I'm calling out from the family is not just limited to financial support. The more important part is the company part. The morale support part will mean more than anything else to a player as the journey of badminton player is never easy. So be there and support them please. The second role in the growth support are the teammates. In order to understand the importance of the teammates, please imagine if you're spending all your time at work and your colleagues are not nice to you at all. If the same scenario is happening to the player, he will feel super lonely. And the player's journey has practically ended before even it goes far. Not just to do training and the tournament together, the teammates will be their best friends to remember in life forever. The last, and I claim it as one of the most important categories, is the program manager. In many players' scenario, the program managers will likely be the parent. Usually one of the parents will play the leader's role. The program manager is the make or break for the player. And again, the program manager will eventually decide on how to develop the ecosystem and make the end product, which is the end state of the player. If the program manager is resourceful and always do benchmarking and making changes, making fine-tuning, the player will follow suit. Else, one will only realize it's too late when he or she getting to 18th or 19-year-old. If you happen to be the program manager for your player, please watch the video again and understand which part of the ecosystem is incomplete for your player. Make changes and don't let your player's journey tainted with regret. Until the next video, take care and please help to share the video to your friends. The more we share, the more we get.